Deep in the heart of a forest lies a small village. Despite its size, the town is bustling with activity. The clang of a blacksmith's hammer punctuates a rhythm to the hum of voices, bartering and discussing events of the week. Throughout the village, errant roads wind through the trees past a few cats lazing in scattered sunspots. At the market, a dog barks at a food stand and wags its tail, doing tricks for scraps. In a grassy clearing at the edge of the forest, two children are playing with a ball, hitting it back and forth with their hands and feet. The larger, dark-haired boy kicks the ball over the little girl's head. Her mop of red hair bounces as she chases it into the forest. A dark stranger steps out from the shadows of the forest. Sunlight reflects from his blade as he cuts the ball out of the air, leaving it in two halves laying on the ground. As the man hides his blade back in his dark cloak, he scolds the children. "You brats should watch who you throw things at." He then pushes past the children and strides boldly into the village. A thin man in tattered clothing approaches him. "Please, sir, do you have anything to spare a poor hungry soul?" he asks, holding out a small bowl. "Ha ha ha!" The stranger laughs and snatches the bowl from the beggar's hands. "I've come to collect a tribute from this town, not to pay it." He takes the handful of coins from the bowl and then hands it back so forcefully that the beggar hits the ground with a solid thud. Oh! Just then, an old woman walks by, arms laden with bags full of food. "Old woman, I'm hungry and here to collect tribute for protecting you this day. Give me your food."
"This food is for my grandchildren. They will go hungry if I don't bring it home. Besides, I don't need protecting."
"Foolish old lady, you need protection from me!" The dark figure kicks the woman's feet out from under her. She lands hard on her backside, scattering food across the street like dice being tossed. Laughing, the dark figure picks up an apple and takes a greedy bite. From a nearby building, an old man, aided by a walking stick, approaches the woman. He helps her to her feet, then begins loading food back into the bags. "Old man, that's my food now. Stay out of this, or soon you'll need protection." The stranger screams with bits of apple spraying from his mouth. The old man's voice creaks like an unoiled hinge. "You should help those weaker than you, not harm them. You will find that if you are courteous, we can be generous." "Fool, do you know who I am?" The dark figure charges at the old man, sword flashing from beneath his cloak. The old man deftly turns away from the strike, deflecting the blade with his walking stick and sending it flying into the bushy forest. He then extends his leg, kicking the stranger's feet out from underneath him. The stranger lands flat on his back with the wind knocked out of him. The dark figure struggles to his feet, trying to catch his breath. He looks down in disbelief at his empty hand and flees back into the forest, but not before receiving several welts on his backside from the old man's cane. The young boy rushes up to the master, unable to contain his excitement. "That was amazing. Can you teach me to fight like that?" The young girl stoops down and picks up a bag.
"You're a hero, Master. I would love to one day protect the village like you. Would you teach us?"
"I could train you, but first you must prove that you are worthy of such training. Meet me at my home before the break of dawn. I live at the top of the tallest mountain on the north side of the village." The children help gather the groceries and carry the overloaded bags back to the old lady's home.
"Thank you, Mr. Adoy. You and the children have been so helpful. Won't you all come in and have some pie?"
They eat their fill of pie and head back toward the village square. Before they part ways, Mr. Adoy reminds them, "Turn in early tonight. On the mountain the sun rises earlier than you might expect." He then collects his ox and cart, leading them on the road out of the village. "Hey Luna, I know where we can find a new ball. Let's go get it."
"Well, I have some chores that need finishing before dark. Besides, Corbat, you know how hard it is for you to wake up. The master said we need to be at his house before dawn. You should go to bed early too."
"Don't worry about me. I'll wake you up." As the two part ways, Luna can't help but think.
"Yeah, right. I'll be the